There, I finally fixed the light on this thing. I need to get my nail up there. I can put it here. I'm not putting anything yet. There's everybody out here and the toilet. No moon tonight, I guess. I don't see it anywhere. I see an airplane in the distance, but no moon. Something bit me, per usual. Get my towel. You know, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, there was a loose dog. Put you all over here. Okay, I can't seem to get situated with this towel. The other towel is in the trunk because I went to Lowe's after my appointment yesterday. And, oh, why does it feel like I have some kind of issue? I went to Lowe's yesterday and I got some soil for my tree, right? Well, sadly, my tree did not make it. My tree, who knows when it passed, but it was gone. And now I have a bag of soil in the trunk that I just bought for it, and it's soil fertilizer, which I didn't know that's what I was supposed to get in the first place. Then I also got it some food, and I got a thermometer, a soil thermometer. So I think that's what it's called, to see if it needs any water. And yeah, so I spent all this money yesterday at Lowe's, and I have the receipt still, and I told my husband, should I just take it all back? I mean, the tree is dead. He's like, no, just keep it for your other tree when you get another tree. And see, I got this tree at Sam's, FYI, you all. You have like a 90-day thing if something happens to it. But I got it in let me turn this down. I got it in March, so even if I wanted to take it back and get another one, I couldn't. And they're not even in season right now, I don't think, because I didn't see them there when we went on Sunday. So I'm like, all right. I think if we ever make it to the flea market, I will go ahead and get another tree there. It might be cheaper. Although this gardenia tree wasn't that bad. It was like $19.99. No, it was like $20. It came out to like $23 or something. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to take the sticker off of this, the car refill. Look what I got. It's a cat. And the eyes move. You know, the girl showed me. And it's a black cat. It's my Tabby. And, she was expensive, but I got her anyway, because I'm like, I gotta get her. You know, my husband's gonna tell me, just get it. So I went ahead and got her. And I'm like, thank you, husband. You're here in spirit, and I didn't even have to call you first. Okay, I can't open this. I need light. Where did you have the light in here? No, that ain't it. Oh, do you just, there you go. Then there was light. Oh, here it is. Okay, there you go. We're getting close. We're getting close to putting this here. Oh gosh. It's got a piece of plastic. Hopefully I can still just put it. No, not with that little plastic sticking out. There you go. Let's see now. I had, oh yeah, I had the little thing right here. Okay, and then stick it right there. There it is. Look, look. I know it looks kind of creepy because you're like, that cat is staring at you. But let me see something. You see, oh, the eyes do move. That's creepy, okay? That's creepy, but it's cute at the same time. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm actually early picking up my son. I need to put gas. That's what I need to do. But I don't think I'm going to do it right now because anytime we go at night, yeah, I'm scared out of my mind. So, I was going to mention something else. And I forgot. I wasn't even gonna talk about the mail and the mess. Oh, the reason I showed that mess is because of the lawn people. The lawn people, they messed up my pot with my tree in it and my angel that I have outside, but they don't touch any of his stuff. The people that live there, they don't touch any of their stuff, and they have all that junk out there. And it makes me really mad because, as I mentioned many times already, that pot was like not cheap. It was like 30 bucks. To me, that's a lot of money paying for a flower pot to begin with. Just for a simple, flower pot, but it's pretty, And I know you can buy some plastic ones, for like $5 or something, which we did do, but it wasn't holding the tree up. The tree was too heavy. So that's why I had to get this one. And for them to come and bang it up when they do the lawn, that was making me really mad. And they only do it to me and the other neighbor. My friend. We're the only ones that get this stuff going on, They don't do it to the other neighbor, the one right next door to me. He has a tree out there, and she even mentioned it yesterday. She's like, look at his tree. His tree's fine, and so is his pot. And I said, I know. Like, I don't know what's going on, like why these lawn people, pick on my pot, But anyhow, she's still like trying to convince me to watch her dog for a week, and she wants to pay me $120. And I'm like, no, not even for $120. My husband said no. He doesn't want any dogs in the house, especially if they're not ours. But then I was like, that paw place that I referred her to where I had to take my cat when they were fumigating the other apartment, if y'all remember that. If not, that's okay. But that other paw place, it was $50 a day, and they could stay overnight for $50 also. If you paid in cash, it was $45. They would knock off $5. But if you take the $50, because you're paying with your card, and you multiply that by, I think it was, let me see, Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days, it was going to come out to like $350 or something. And don't check, yes, check my math. Yes, I was going to say, yes, check my math, because that is my worst subject, Anyhow, but I was like, okay, I'm not even getting anywhere near that much, and I'm expected to do the same as this pet hotel would do, Is that what they call them? Pet hotels? Pet stayovers? Pet resorts? I don't know, whatever you call it. This dog was going to sleep with me. This dog, I would have to take it for a walk, take it out to go pee and poop, and feed him, and give him water and all that, play with him. Everything a stayover pet place would do. and I was gonna do it for less than half. You know, you're getting somebody 24/7 with your pet. At those places, they leave at 6 o'clock, and they don't see any human being come back until the next morning when they open at 7. That's when they open. So I'm like, well, why would you just offer me this much? Maybe that seemed reasonable to her, but not for what they go for. No, like at least, up the price, $250. Then maybe I would consider it, But just to offer me $120, what is that gonna get me? Like maybe some grocery, but anyhow. I don't know. Do you all think I'm being reasonable or not? I don't know. Here's my other thing. Oh, here comes the Muffin Man. Here's my other thing. I'm gonna scoot back. I have, let's call it, can I vent? Okay, because I'm venting already anyway. I can't say can we talk because that was Joan Rivers. I don't want to take that away from her. That was her thing. So can we vent? I have been looking like crazy. If anybody has a recommendation for me, please do. Please do. But I have been looking for life insurance for myself and for my husband. I found Allstate, which is the cheapest. Yeah, it is the cheapest. I asked ChatGPT, and it recommended Allstate. And I'm looking for life insurance, not car. We got car insurance. I'm looking for life insurance. For $25,000, it was going to be $88 per month. And that's for life. That's not term. And I'm like, that's nothing. How much would it be for $100,000? And the guy's like, oh, that would be like oh my God, what is that on my windshield? It looked like a little cockroach or something. How the hell would I get that on the way over here? Anyhow, that would be, yeah, $250. I believe that's what he quoted me. And I was like, that's for $100,000. $250 a month. Progressive, where I have our car insurance, they only offered me term. And, well, then again, I didn't ask for the life. They gave me the term for, what was it, 20 years? Or was it 10? No, it was 10 years for my husband. That's right. And it was going to be for $100,000. But I'm like, and then how much was it? I forgot how much the amount for me. And it was also for $100,000. And it was also for 10 years. But I'm like, okay, I can tell you right now, we're both gonna outlive that. We're not gonna die. I'm not gonna die at 60. He's not gonna die at 70. I already have it. Like, I really believe, and I'm not prophesying this. I'm not calling it to pass. I'm not. What is that? What is that other thing called? Manifesting. I'm not. No. I believe that I will pass away either at 80 years old or from anywhere from 80 to 85 tops. I believe I will pass away. Why? Because my grandma passed away in her 80s. My mom passed away in her 80s. So that's what made me think like it's gonna happen to me too, because believe you me, everything that my mom had, she has passed down to me. I'm trying to give it back. I don't want it, but anyhow, So I'm like, yeah, at my age right now, and I know you all are doing like, oh, so she's this age. Just listen to me, please. If I were 40, let's say if I were 40, and you know, what is that? At the age of 50, that's it. I would have to start signing up all over again. And guess what? All of that money at the age of 50 would be gone. It's not like, oh, okay, well, we're going to put these 10 years that you invested already, we're going to go ahead and have it roll over to your new policy. So now that you're 50, you're going to extend that to your 60. And then we'll do that. And so forth. No, you lose that money. When you do term life, it's only for that many years. And if you outlive that, it's gone. Can somebody please make that make sense to me? How is that an investment? You're giving somebody money for the hell of it? I don't understand. You want me to give you $250 a month Well, no, let me take that back because that's for the other one. That was for the Allstate. But with Progressive, you want me to give you $200 a month for a $100,000 10-year term policy. And if I outlive it, I still can't even get that money. It's not like you give people the option, oh, you can cash out. You know, like, okay, you don't want this anymore, you can take that money, or we can have it roll over to your next policy. You want life now? Okay, we'll have all that money that you paid for 10 years. I don't know what is it, 200,000 with I don't know. Like I said, I'm not good at math, but $200 a month for 10 years, I don't know what is that. You all let me know. Anyhow, I'm gonna lose that money. You're not gonna like just roll it over to the life policy, put it in there. Okay, we'll put this money amount in with your life policy now, and you'll just keep paying the $200 a month. My kids can be millionaires, you know, by the time I leave, which is what I want. You know what you all know what I mean. I don't want that. You know what I mean. I just want them taken care of. You know, I definitely want them to get more than what I did. You know, from my mother's death. Thank you to my brothers and my sister. But anyway, yeah, it just, that doesn't make sense to me at all. It does not make sense to me. The life, yes. If I'm going to pay you $200 a month and it's going to accumulate to $100,000, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm like, okay, at least it's $100,000. If my husband outlives me, then it would be split 3 ways. I told him that I wanted it 3 ways for my husband and my 2 kids. He's doing the same. However, he has 3 kids. So we're going to have to split it 4 ways. And I told him, look, and he did tell me, well, you're going to end up with a majority. They're only going to get so much because, of course, you're going to need it more, you know. And I'm like, hell yeah, you better give me more for everything that I've been putting up with you for all these years, you know. And plus, look, all I'm asking for is enough money to buy a mobile home. That's it. Let me buy a mobile home at a 55-plus community, and I'll be fine. I'm not asking you, like, $100,000 so that I can, $100,000 so that I can go buy a mansion or something. No, I'll be happy in a mobile home. I'll feel safer in a mobile home in a 55-plus community with my other friends that I will make, and we're all safe. And I won't be living with my older son who will try to make me his nanny, or my younger son who would, like, I don't even know what he would do with me. But, you know, that's all I want. Then again, mobile homes now are about $100,000. But I'm not getting anything fancy. I'm getting something either, pre-owned, or, maybe something that is new, but not as much. It just depends how much I get, right? So, but my beef right now is, what is up with these insurance companies? How is this acceptable? Please, somebody explain. How is it acceptable that they do something like that? Whenever you put your money into something, you expect something in return, right? You don't expect them to say, oh, well, you lose that money. What? I'm not gambling. I'm not in Vegas. This is life insurance here. What do you mean I'm going to lose it? Let me just say, when my father passed away, I was 6 years old when he passed away. My mom was getting some of his benefits because, as I mentioned before, he was in the Army. And so my mom was getting some benefits from that and his life insurance. Now, it wasn't a great big amount. I don't know how much of a check she was getting. I just remember seeing the checks I was getting as I got older, because it was up until the age of 18 that I was getting these checks. Mind you, I never saw any cash from it. Okay? It was about $150. That's all she was getting from me from the life insurance, which is something. However, that money went to her. It never went to me. It never saw me. That money never saw me. I was a bit resentful about that as I was growing up, because I was not getting anything. I was not being taken care of. And I don't even know why I'm going down this dark path, but maybe there's a reason for it. But I was not being taken care of. I was left alone a lot while my mom was out living it up. And I had to fend for myself at home. It wasn't like mommy made me dinner before she would go out with her friends or dates or dancing, which my mom loved to do. And no, it was more like she was like, I'll see you. I'm leaving. I'll be back by midnight or at midnight. Lock the doors. Bye. That type of deal. And so there I was. What am I going to eat? I'm hungry. So then I started convincing her to buy me those Dinty Moore beef stew in a can. I would eat that. Or I learned how to make macaroni, and that's all I eat was macaroni and cheese. Yes, a lot of kids love macaroni and cheese, but they also need a protein, not just macaroni and cheese, okay? But that's all I was eating. She never brought anything back for me, and it would be too late for me to eat anyway at midnight. My mom would cook for my stepfather. She would make him breakfast. She would make him these breakfast tacos so that he could take to work. I got zilch. So I had to eat cereal for breakfast. And sometimes the cereal had bugs in it, because our house was just old and infested with bugs. So I wasn't able to eat that cereal. So then I would ask her, can you please make me something because I'm hungry? And she would go ahead and make me eggs. Back then I was able to eat eggs. I didn't become egg intolerant until, 5 years ago? And so I would eat that. when my mom would go out on Sundays or Saturdays with my stepdad, who lived with us, right? They would go out. They would go to the flea market. It's a Mexican thing. They had dances over there. They would go. I had to like wonder what I was going to eat for that day as well, because again, she wouldn't offer to buy me anything to eat. She wouldn't make anything to eat. It was just like my mom thought her responsibilities were done. She only took my 3 brothers at the time and my sister into consideration and not me. And so, yeah, I was a burden to her, and she let me know that I was a burden. And I've spoken about this before when I was just a little girl, and she told me, and when I was calling out to her, like, why aren't you talking to me? You know, why don't you love me? And she said that she didn't. She told me straight up, I don't love you. I wish I never had you. And as a little girl, that is it's so traumatizing. Let's not lie about it. It is very traumatizing. And this is something she repeated to me throughout my whole life. Even as an adult, she wished death upon me. She even told me, I wish you were dead. My mom just had this hatred towards me. And unfortunately, I never got to find out why. I understand, that one of my ex-sister-in-laws told me why. She said, well, your mom had an affair. She was having an affair with your dad. And that's where you came from. That is why you and your sister are 12 years apart. The irony, because my kids are 12 years apart. They have 2 different dads. I did question my mom about that growing up, though. I did tell her, like, why is my sister so much older than me? How did I come out so late? And she told me, oh, it's because you were in an accident. Just like that. It's because you were in an accident. I thought I couldn't get pregnant anymore, and then I had you. The only thing my mom was missing was a cigarette, okay? Anyhow, so we never, like, even though my mom and I would argue so much all the time, she hated me. And I would ask her, why do you hate me so much? And even my stepfather was like, why do you hate her? Are you jealous of your own daughter? Why do you hate her? And mind you, I look just like my mom. I hate that. I hate it. But I do. And I would just think, this is not jealousy. This is pure hatred. She's not jealous of me that I'm younger, that I look like her. She obviously hates me. And of course, the pieces became together when I found out that I'm a product of an affair, right? That's why she hated me. However, as an adult, why would you still hate me? I look just like you, and this is your fault. You chose to have an affair. How is this my fault? How are you blaming me, the child, for your mistake? That doesn't make sense to me either. And there are just so many things that I'm going through right now as an older adult, mind you, where I can honestly say that trauma may not have affected you your entire life, but one day you wake up and you're like, cover your ears, you all. You're like, you're screaming at the top of your lungs and you're wondering, what the hell did I just go through? What the hell was that about? because you don't understand it. You went through all this crap all of your life. And let me tell you, it wasn't just in the home with me. It was even outside the home. It was at school, getting picked on by other kids, getting picked on by my neighbors, being forced to fight. Okay, physically fight. Because of the neighborhood that I grew up in. Being hated all the way, even through high school, by people that I didn't even know, but they just hated me and they just wanted to fight me. So I would have to fight them too. And I was always getting suspended. You're talking to a kid right now that never stood a chance, but somehow I am still here. Which I'm going to end on a good note, by the way. But yeah, you wake up. There goes the fire engine. You wake up and you're like, what happened to me? Like, why did I have to go through all this? You know, and you're trying so hard. You suppressed it for so many years. And you convinced yourself, I'm okay. You know, this is okay. Oh, and by the way, let me not forget that I also got picked on at my jobs. I always had 2 girls. Anywhere, it was always 2. They came in 2s. I guess they were too weak to do it on their own. They had to have a friend join them. But I was always getting picked on by 2s, okay? And you suppress this all this time. You try to go on with your life. You're trying to make something of yourself. And yet there's people that are coming into your life that are constantly just hating on you and doing everything in their power to make sure you don't succeed. That's including family, mind you. That's including family. And I'm talking to the point where they go and they see a warlock, my cousin, where they go and they see a warlock. And you know damn well they're doing something to you because you have been going through all this darkness for all this time while they grew up with both their parents getting everything their little hearts desire and being spoiled rotten by the father that they mistreated so badly, which is my uncle. And they have no remorse now as adults. Her boyfriends have even told her that she's evil. And I believe they've told her this because she has confessed to what not only she has done to me, but to others. Anyway, that's another story for a different time. But what I'm trying to say is, I have been waking up to this, but at the same time, through reflecting, through soul searching, I realize, and spiritual searching, mind you, with God, and only God, no Muhammad or Buddha or any other being, you know, I have discovered I am still here. I am alive, and even though those people did not appreciate me, I'm still here, and I appreciate me. My children appreciate me. And that is all that matters. And I'm slowly learning this, how to heal not just my inner child, but myself entirely, inside and out. It has been too many years. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna call it what it is. It's been too many years that I have been tortured. Not just by my family, but people that I grew up with. Classmates that I grew up with. Co-workers that I had to work with. That treated me like crap. All of my life, I have been treated like crap. But I am still standing. And I'm still pretty. I got that from Sanuki. Because I think she was arguing with somebody in one of the episodes. This is a long time ago when I used to watch that show. I forgot what it's called. Something New Jersey. What is it called? Jersey Shore? I think that's what it's called. She was fighting with somebody and she kept repeating, and I'm still pretty. Yeah, I'm still pretty. I'm still pretty. So I got that from her. And you know what? Even if I don't hear that from anybody else, I'm telling myself, even if you think I'm ugly and old or whatever, hey, I'm still here and I'm still pretty. I'm pretty. I am pretty. You know? And that's going to be part of my self-healing. And I hope this helps somebody else out there, because I know there are people that have been through a lot worse, way worse than I have. And you know what? They're still standing. They are pretty. And, you know, I'm not trying to take away from that, but, you know, unfortunately, the pretty people will get the views. The pretty people will get all the attention, regardless of what they went through. It could be more than what I did. It could be less. But I'm happy that they're still standing. I'm not going to hate on them for being pretty. Good for them. They got good genes. I'm happy that they're still standing. And that's what I'm trying to do too. I'm not going to feel bad because I didn't grow up with good genes. I don't have blonde hair and blue eyes. You know, my measurements aren't 36, 26, or 20, whatever, and 36. You know, I'm not 5'7" or 5'11". I am 5'1", and I weigh 125 pounds. And I've lost a lot of muscle too because of the age, and I'm not like I used to be, you know, and I was a lot prettier when I was younger. Of course, we all were. But as you age, you know, even if you don't let yourself go, just health reasons that kick in all of a sudden, you kind of lose a little bit of that prettiness, right? But here's what you don't lose. You don't lose your beauty. You can lose your pretty, but you never lose your beauty. So I hope I ended this more positive, and I hope that, oh, this truck is getting so close to me. They're closed, and you're too close to me. So I hope to help somebody. Even if it's just one person, I will be so happy that you're still standing. And if you're not, I encourage you to pray to God, talk to God, or talk to somebody, you know, somebody that can encourage you. And I gotta go, guys. My son is coming. I love you all. Thank you so much for listening to me while I vent. And I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye.